Do you really understand what makes your cat feel genuinely connected to you? Feeding them, petting them, and keeping them comfortable is only the surface. Beneath that routine, there are specific needs your cat quietly looks for, signals most owners overlook without realizing it. These small behaviors shape how deeply your cat trusts you. And if they're ignored, you might never reach the level of bond your cat is actually capable of offering. Let's begin with something you can apply immediately. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing into your hand in one place, then suddenly pulling away in another? That reaction isn't random, it's communication. Your cat is showing you exactly where touch feels meaningful to them and where it doesn't. Most people follow the same pattern, stroking along the back, running a hand from head to tail, or attempting to rub the belly. While some cats tolerate this, tolerance is not the same as enjoyment. A cat that truly enjoys contact responds very differently. They relax, lean in, and stay engaged. The areas that matter most are tied to scent glands, around the cheeks, near the base of the ears, and under the chin. When you gently scratch these zones, your cat releases facial pheromones. These are chemical signals linked to comfort, familiarity, and safety. In that moment, you're not just petting your cat, you're activating a biological mechanism that reinforces trust. Their brain begins associating you with security. Research has shown that cats respond more positively through behaviors like slow blinking, purring, and head pressing when touched in these regions compared to less preferred areas like the belly or tail base. When touched incorrectly, subtle stress signals appear, though many owners fail to recognize them. This small adjustment alone can completely change how your cat experiences your presence. Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly loses interest during play? One moment they're engaged, the next they walk away as if nothing matters. It's easy to assume boredom, but that's not the real issue. The problem is how the game is being played. Many people treat play like constant movement, fast, unpredictable, always just out of reach. But cats are not designed for endless chasing. They are ambush predators. In nature, they observe, stalk, pause, calculate, and then strike. The satisfaction doesn't come from the chase, it comes from the capture. When toys move too quickly or remain unreachable, you interrupt this natural sequence. You trigger their hunting instinct but deny completion. Over time, this creates frustration rather than engagement. The adjustment is simple but critical. Slow the movement down. Let the toy disappear behind objects. Pause occasionally. Create the illusion of vulnerable prey. Most importantly, allow your cat to catch it. That final moment, grabbing, biting, kicking, releases dopamine in their brain. It completes the instinctive cycle and provides genuine satisfaction. Once you begin playing this way, you'll notice a shift. Your cat stays engaged longer, returns for interaction, and begins to associate you with fulfilling that instinct. This isn't just entertainment, it's psychological fulfillment. Have you ever spoken to your cat and felt like they were actually responding? Maybe their ears moved, their gaze locked onto you, or they subtly leaned closer. That reaction isn't imagined, but most people misunderstand why it happens. It's not about the words, it's about tone, rhythm, and delivery. Studies have shown that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's, but only under specific conditions. When owners speak using soft, slightly higher-pitched tones with short phrases, cats respond more actively. When the same voice shifts to a neutral, typical speaking tone, that response nearly disappears. This doesn't mean exaggerated baby talk is effective. In fact, overly intense or loud speech can overwhelm them. Cats are highly sensitive to sound dynamics. The optimal approach is controlled and calm, short phrases, gentle tone, low intensity. Over time, this consistent pattern builds something important: vocal recognition tied to safety. Your voice becomes more than sound. It becomes a predictable signal of calmness and familiarity. Eventually, your cat doesn't just hear you, they associate you with a stable emotional environment. Consider this. One of the strongest bonding behaviors with your cat takes less than 2 minutes and requires no special tools. Yet most people never do it. Daily feeding routines are efficient. Fill the bowl, place it down, walk away. While functional, this approach removes a key opportunity for connection. In the wild, food delivery is deeply tied to trust. Mother cats bring food directly to their kittens, establishing one of the earliest bonds in a cat's life. That experience is embedded at an instinctive level. When you occasionally offer food from your hand, just a few pieces, you're activating that same system. This isn't just feeding, it's communication. You're reinforcing the idea you are the source of safety and provision. If your cat hesitates at first, that's normal. Trust develops through repetition, not force. With consistency, their behavior begins to change. They approach your hand with anticipation rather than caution. Your hands stop being unpredictable objects and become reliable signals of positive experience. Over time, this alters how your cat perceives your presence entirely. There is one behavior so simple that it's almost always ignored, and yet it may be the most powerful of all. Sit on the floor. No toys, no food, no attempts to interact. Just lower yourself into your cat's space and remain there without expectation. From your cat's perspective, humans are towering figures. Every interaction comes from above, reaching down, moving over them, controlling space. Even affection is delivered from a position of dominance in height. Your cat accepts this, but never experiences you differently. When you sit on the floor, something subtle changes. You remove the height difference. You stop imposing presence. At first, your cat may observe from a distance, then gradually they move closer. Maybe they sit beside you, not on you, not touching, just near you. That moment is significant. It represents choice. Your cat is not responding to food, touch, or stimulation. They are choosing proximity on their own terms. That is the clearest indicator of trust a cat can offer. It's quiet, often overlooked, but deeply meaningful. Each of these actions may seem small on its own, but together they follow a pattern. They align with how a cat naturally interprets the world, through instinct, subtle signals, and controlled interactions. Touch that activates scent marking, play that completes a hunting sequence, voice that communicates calm familiarity, feeding that reinforces primal trust, presence that removes pressure. When these elements are combined consistently, something shifts beneath the surface. Your cat doesn't just live with you, they begin to rely on you as part of their internal sense of safety, and that's where the real connection forms.